Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live hangout with me, Ali Chowdhry, your presenter and your host. And what I like to do is actually find out who the top vendors and what launch is actually going on, and then grab them and get them on live to actually get them to expose their launch. So today we have a very special guest, and hopefully he's online. I can see his image is up, and we've got Floren on our live hangout, and we're going to be going over how to build your email list with solo ads. I think this is something that everybody needs, especially when you understand that without traffic, okay, your business will not run. You could have the best funnel in place, but without any traffic, any blood running into your business, guess what? It's going to be like you're in the Sahara Desert, dry. All right. So he's going to expose some of his. Well, we're going to go behind the scenes with his current launch. But guess what, guys? We're actually going to find out why he's put this together and some of the secrets behind, or more or less, I'm going to try to get some of the golden nuggets out of him that everybody wants to know. So hopefully we should stand by. He's going to be joining us very shortly, but hopefully we'll just go through the essentials, find out more about himself, so on and so forth. So it'll be interesting to find out, because he's someone that is in the iron world, and he's, you know, he does quite a few product launches, and he's quite known with some recent, even WSOs of the day, so on and so forth. So this guy does know his stuff. So it'd be very interesting to pick his brain. So it'd be also great to see the sound quality with the old good Blue Yeti in swing. But apart from that, just hopefully we should grab him and get him on. The launch is going to be on the 28th. So just to have a test. Reed!
Hey Ollie, how you doing?
How are you? It's
Very
fantastic. It's an absolute pleasure to get you on. I mean, it's 10:30 p.m. here, and I had to, make sure I get you up. I thought, forget sleep. Let me get this guy on. This guy obviously has had a lot of WSOs of the day. He knows his stuff. People want to know the story behind exactly what you're doing, especially with your launch coming up. I thought this was incredible. But Reed, how are you, first of all?
I'm doing great, and yourself?
I am doing fantastic. I'm even better that you're on, because with Google Hangouts, a lot of people are not very used to getting on them. So it does take some time, but hopefully, you've managed to get on, so that's brilliant. But where are you right now? Where are you located?
I'm in Minnesota right now. That's where I was born and raised. I've lived in London for a while though. I've traveled over there, and actually my ex-wife is from there, so I've been over there a fair amount. I do go over pretty often, but yeah, I'm in Minnesota myself. Whereabouts in the UK are you?
I'm literally probably, I'm in London, West London, you could say. I'm literally like 20, 30 minutes away from central London, so I'm right next to everywhere, basically. But, we won't go into, your ex-wife and all that stuff, because then another story will come out with beer all night. But next time you're in London, you let me know, and I'll buy you
Will
a cup
do.
of coffee. Yeah, and some muffins
That'd
or
be great.
something. But you know what? Obviously, we're here for a reason. I really want to find out more about yourself, and even this product that is highly anticipated, especially within the community, especially with you've had tremendous success with your previous launches. So this is not going to be any different. But everybody wants to know, Reed, who are you? Tell us your story.
Sure. I mean, in a nutshell, I've been doing online marketing since '99. I was 13 at the time. I'm now 28, so I've been doing it like 15 years now. I guess this was my 16th year. It's now 2015, and so it's been a lot of fun, a lot of ups and downs. Learning different things. It wasn't like success right from the start. So I've learned a lot of different things. I've started. I didn't start building my own email list till 2006, and that's when things really started to change for me. Is when I started to build an email list, and then a few years later, I discovered solo ads, and so I wanted to share with the world how you do solo ads and how you have success with it. Because a lot of people who do solo ads aren't quite sure how to do it right, and they don't know what's the best way to really ramp their campaigns up. They find that they get a bad solo ad or a bad solo ad vendor who sells them a solo, and I try to point people in the right direction so they avoid those pitfalls and they have success with solos.
Interesting. Well, I'm going to keep the mystery. I'm going to keep people hooked, right? So that's a little snippet. You've given a little snippet of an insight, right? But we'll hold up until later to tell more about that. But I mean, it's interesting to know that you've obviously been doing this a great number of years, and you've got a story that a lot of people probably can resonate with you right now. That it wasn't as easy as you think it is when starting online. Now, what attracted you to the internet?
Well, a couple different things. So, number one, my dad was driving an hour and a half each way to work. So, 3 hours in the car each day. And so that, uh, I didn't want that for myself. And the reason for that is he's pretty specialized in his field. And um, when I was like 6 or so, he had lost his job, and it took him 13 months to find another job that was, kind of the equivalent. He's a scientist at the government. And so I didn't want to have that problem for myself. And I was like, well, I should learn, how to have my own business and things like that, because I thought I'd have more control. I wouldn't be, you think like a government job is pretty secure, but if they lose funding or whatever, they'll cut you from that. So that instilled wanting to have a business, and then my dad driving so much, I didn't see him a lot growing up, and so that made it kind of difficult, and I didn't want to have that for my children. And so I've got two boys of my own, and so I wanted to be able to spend time with them and see them grow up and do stuff with them and be able to just have a good time. And so the internet's allowed me to do that. And so back in 1999, when I was a teenager, I was at a kind of a unique high school where we were able to work on kind of project-based learning. We didn't have classes. We worked on things that we were interested in. And it was a real small school, around 125 students or so, grades 7 through 12, so it's like 13 to 18 or so. And we would have a computer on our desk, so we could work on a computer all day long, high-speed internet and everything. And so I stumbled on, people making money on the internet, and you heard in the newspaper, on TV, that people were starting up these internet companies and making all sorts of money and living a really interesting lifestyle. I was like, oh, that sounds kind of interesting. I want to learn about that. So I joined a program called alladvantage.com, and they paid you 50 cents an hour for every hour you were online, and then 10 cents an hour for everyone you referred. So I went up to the local college here and signed up a bunch of college students under me as a 13-year-old, trying to get them so they could start making some money on the internet. And so that's where I've got my first check and how I've kind of first started making money online. And that's kind of where the bug hit me, and I was like, oh, this works. And I just kind of stuck with it and tried a bunch of different things, and a lot of things failed, some things succeeded, and I just want to share with people what's worked.
That's very inspiring. I mean, the technical word is you've been hustling since you're 13 years old, is the word.
Definitely.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
I've been doing it a long time.
it's brilliant to know that, and I guess it's good for people to know as well that sometimes people see other people making money or being successful, and they've always assumed that it's been easy, that you were just given this golden or golden baton, so to speak, that you just passed it, or we have a term here in the UK. I'm sure you're aware of. You're born with a silver spoon in your mouth.
We have that here too.
But there you go. But then some people, they will struggle, and they'll look at someone else that's making money, saying, oh, he's had it easy, or he's had it this way. Why not me? And when someone focuses on someone else all the time, they forget about themselves. And it's an important point that people need to forget about focusing on someone else, worry about yourself, and keep doing it until it works. But the story where you've got this kind of emotional reason why. Yeah, you have that the why. Why do I need to do this? Who am I doing this for? And a lot of people don't really have that determination or a compelling reason enough to do it or to be successful. And that's what sometimes I think people need to sit down and say, look, why am I really doing this? Have I got a real compelling reason why I want to be successful? Am I just doing it because that's what's expected, or that's what society intends for me to do? Because people will see it on the TV, they'll see, dancers, rappers, or whatever you want to call it, all, money, cars, but it makes no sense. Like, once you get it, is that what you really want? When you do have the money, then what? So people really don't know where they want to be heading, what they really want to achieve. And I guess it's a point where people need to sit down and really think what they want. But I mean, you just mentioning your dad driving back and forward is just something that luckily, you saw it. In a way, some people might think, you might have been neglected, or he didn't have enough time, but you used it as a reason to get out of it, but not allow it to happen to your own children, which
definitely, it was definitely a motivator. It's I'm really grateful that my dad did that and he sacrificed, so we were able to attend the schools that we wanted to attend and stay connected in the community and stuff like that. But I mean, it was really difficult for him. I mean, that's a lot of time, a lot of wear and tear on a vehicle. He had to get up at like 4:30 in the morning and he'd come home around 7 at night. So that's a long day. And I mean, I really applaud him for how much hard work that he put into to do that and to allow us to have the kind of lifestyle that we enjoyed. And it was, I mean, like you said, I mean, it's a major catalyst for me, and I just didn't want to have that for myself or my children. And so I've looked at it like, I guess, in a positive way, kind of turned a lemon into a lemonade, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, is it something that you can now use, right? I mean, you can anchor that feeling to say every time you're doing something, you say, "This is the reason why I'm doing it. I don't want to be back in that same place." Do you ever do that?
Definitely. I mean, there's a lot of things that I anchor it to because, I never went to college. I've never worked a job, so I have no resume or anything. I have to make internet marketing work. So I focus. If I ever have something go wrong, and I have things go wrong all the time. I'm by no means perfect. I'm always learning things. You had mentioned, born with a silver spoon in your mouth a little bit ago. I wasn't. It was definitely trial and error. Keep trying. Thankfully, I've had very supportive parents who have always, helped me out, helped me, figure out something if I can't figure it out, point me in the right direction, do anything they can to make sure that I can follow my dreams, and I really appreciate that. And I understand that not everyone has that, so I was very lucky to get all-star parents, I guess. But
Mm.
um, with that, there comes a fair amount of responsibility because you don't want to disappoint them. You understand that they sacrificed really hard to let me follow my dreams, and so you have to be careful and you have to reinvest your profits wisely, and you have to keep tabs on things and make sure that you're providing enough value to help other people, because that's the only way you're really going to succeed in life, is you're providing more value than you're asking for in return. So let's say, for instance, that you're selling something for maybe $10. Your customers should be getting at least $100 worth of value from you, because there's just so much competition out there, and if you can continuously give them more and more, people are going to gravitate towards you and they're going to want to get the solutions from you. Making money is going to be a lot easier, and this doesn't have to apply to the internet marketing niche. It's any sort of business. If you can give people like 10 times value for what they've paid, they're really going to like you, and you're going to build a real loyal following of people that are just going to know, like, and trust you, and they're going to follow you anywhere you want to go. And that can really kind of write your own ticket that way, when you have when you focus on your customers and you focus on things that you know is going to help them.
That's I mean, that alone, right? What you've just said. If people really implement that, I mean, they could have, like, paying customers for life that are not necessarily buying your product, but they're buying the value that you offer. They don't care, right, what product it is. They just want to buy something from you because they know that you offer value. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so if anyone has their own product right now, think, how can I even add more value? Okay, how can I actually give something to this person where I really want to accelerate their results and actually get them to accelerate what results that they're looking for. And by doing so, you're going to build your own credibility, reputation. But guess what? You can then command higher prices. Um,
Definitely. You have that customer loyalty, which is so hard to come by. It's so much easier to sell to a satisfied customer over and over again, and it's a lot cheaper to do so than it is to acquire a new customer.
and here's the interesting thing, because this will link into even your product, right? Okay. Um, Everybody knows when it comes to affiliate marketing, or you're doing traffic, people are doing their launches. A lot of the traffic people are using, promoting other people's launches, it's the same kind of traffic, okay? The same, everyone's using the same list, more or less, the same kind of customers, everyone's list. Now, if you are smart in how you promote or offer value to those people in the list, guess what? They're not going to want to buy from anyone else. You're gonna stand out, okay? You're going to differentiate yourself or become an authority within that list. And guess what? I was saying this to someone else as well. So, even with coaching packages or things on the back end, be smart. Okay, you wanna lock in that loyalty for that particular customer, and they don't want to go anywhere else. And then you stand out, and guess what? you can demand those higher prices, and because no one else will be doing this. No, sometimes, unfortunately, the issue is people focus so much on just front-end sales or an upsell, they do nothing whatsoever on the back end, and that's where the money is. Everybody knows that's the secret. But when it comes to sales or getting those conversion or doing packages, number one, people don't really know how that works, or they've got this fear of picking up the phone as well. That's another aspect. I mean, times are changing. People have to they have to get up with the times and do things different to stick out than everyone else. Otherwise, you're leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table.
Well, I mean, I had a major phone phobia growing up. I mean, it's really just been the past few years where I've been much more comfortable being on the phone. I would not call a number that I didn't know that it was someone's cell phone. I didn't know that they were the one that was going to answer, because I didn't want to ask for, is so-and-so there? Now I do it all the time. I'm calling customers daily, getting in touch with, new people that come into my programs, and, congratulating them and seeing if there's anything that I can do to help and make their life easier and better. And then I incorporate those ideas into future products and, services that I can help people with. And so, in a way, I mean, like, I don't do the calls to try to make any sales or anything. It's more, I want to build a relationship and see how I can fill those gaps in the marketplace and help my customers have more success. And I think that stands out even more, because so many people that do the phone thing, there's very few people that actually do it, but so many of them that do it, all they care about is trying to sell you into a high-end coaching program. They don't really listen on the phone. They're just thinking, well, how can I sell them on my $10,000 coaching plan? And that's not what I do. I go out there and I actually give them a call for a few minutes and just touch base with them and see what's going on, see what's happening in their life, see how I can, if there's any questions I can answer. And I think that really builds a deep relationship with your list and creates major customer loyalty.
Yeah, that's interesting, because I slightly take a different approach. I'll tell you what.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, because you should be selling. That we are in the business of sales, and you should be selling. But I think that there's different avenues. If you're selling something where you're having people come in and maybe they apply for like a coaching session for you, and so maybe they're going through maybe 10 different items, and so you really know them quite intimately, and then you can sell them something because they're really, I guess, predisposed to purchasing something from you, and you know who your exact client is that's going to be perfect for that, and that's great. But when you're doing it where it's kind of like a blind phone call to a customer who just purchased, I mean, it's not really ideal to go into sales mode right away.
Okay, so basically there's different strategies you could implement if you're doing high-end packages at the back. I'm not going to go through them because we should be charging for this kind of information, but essentially, I'll give you a good example for no one really knows this, but I'm not sure if I should really say this. But basically, for example, we can actually get people to provide us with an interest, to tell us about they are interested in your opportunity, okay, and they will tell you exactly some of the challenges they may have overcome, and they're looking for a solution, and they've come to you because they know you have the solution and you can offer them the value, okay, and they know you have the result, and they not only want to emulate you, but they want you to know that you do have also, and you've got to have complete faith in your products or your packages, whatever you're selling. You need to make sure that you've got complete faith. You're not going to rip anyone off, because if you're going to burn anyone, and if you're going to run away with someone's money, especially in this industry, you'll get found out very quickly, but you'll get burnt very quickly, and no one will forget you in a long time, right? So I mean, you can get people on the phone, you can build the rapport with them, spend time, actually generally give them value. I mean, it's like you said, I completely agree with you. It's not about trying to sell them and close them down, harsh sale, whatever. Find out where are the struggles. They might not even buy anything from you, but at least leave knowing that you've offered them information and help, right? And they might not even have money at the time, but you've given them a solution to go accumulate some money, right, from different ventures, and come back and say, wow, I want to, this guy knows what it is. If he's willing to give me this kind of information, I've just got to make this much. I can only imagine what more he has to offer. I did this the other day where someone didn't have the funds to pay, right? And I thought, you know what? Let me actually. Sometimes people are not always in the best situations. They can't really afford it. They've got bills stacking up. Someone's in the hospital, whatever. And I said, have you tried this method? Go do this strategy, so on and so forth. And they went, they comment and they say, oh, fantastic. They'll even go leave you a comment on your Facebook page saying, wow, like aha moments, so on and so forth. But if done correctly, I mean, I'm not going to get into sales, but there was points where I was closing like 60 grand within a week. I mean, 10K packages.
Nice.
So this stuff works, but you have to learn. You have to learn how to sell. Everyone is a salesperson. So if anyone says I don't know how to sell, yes, you do. But you've got to. I've had those phone calls where I've been on the phone for an hour, right, when I first started, and I was like, yeah, that sounded amazing, right? Sorry, nah. And you just get deflated. But you know what? You got to keep doing it until you understand. So it really gets you upset. And you're like, oh, maybe it's me. But you learn. There are experts out there that will give you all their strategies. I'll give you a good example, right? I've got loads of books there, but Grant Cardone, he's amazing. I'm not sure if you've read any books. I mean, the guy knows his stuff, but that's a golden tip right there. Go look at some of his books.
But his name's Grant. What's his last name?
Grant Cardone. I see you've taken an interest now, but Grant Cardone, he's very good. He's well renowned over there in the US. I mean, some people won't know him, but if you have a look, you'll see a lot of material. This guy, he's like sell, but he does it, it's all strategy, so on and so forth. So you know what? Let me just actually do this. I have to do this because I think that's the one of the tips of the night. Hold on. So, I mean, it comes back to, if you understand the power that's within your list, I mean, reaching out to these customers and setting yourself up, very powerful indeed. I mean, you can make 6 figures easily if you wanted within a month if you've done this correctly. And this is the beauty. This is what links into your product, okay? This is what it's all about. This is what really is going to help you because he's made a lot of money himself. And guess what, guys? He's now going to be exposing some of the secrets behind how he's been able to do it. And he's going to show how anyone, doesn't matter if you're new, intermediate, advanced, you need another stream, blood source, the bloodline of your business needs traffic, and guess what? Reed is going to be telling us about his product right now. So Reed, the floor is yours. Please tell us about your product.
Well, thanks. On Wednesday, January 28th, I'm going to be launching my How to Build Your Email List with Solo Ads product. Now this, if people don't know what solo ads are, basically you're paying someone up front to send out an email to their list about your product or service. So this allows you to build your own list really quickly. It allows you to get sales of your own products really quickly. Even if you don't have your own website or you don't have your own products, you can even promote stuff as an affiliate and build a list that way or make sales that way. I do that all the time. With solo ads, it's a great way to get traffic, really targeted traffic, and it's really cheap traffic. So in this course, it's actually one of the modules from my $997 coaching program. So you're getting one of my modules from that course, and it's just on solo ads. So you just learn how to build your email list. And in that training, we got it's about an hour-and-a-half long video, or it's like a PowerPoint presentation of me sharing, how you do solo ads and where I go to find solo ads. You get a mind map that goes with it. You get a PDF of all my slides, so you get all the PowerPoint slides. You get a checklist and a cheat sheet, which basically helps you evaluate, which solo ad vendors you should purchase from, and how to evaluate if the solo ad that you bought was successful. So hey, maybe I should buy more solos from this person, or that was a bad investment, I'm not going to do it. Or you're going to learn I should avoid these vendors because they didn't answer these specific questions or they didn't answer them correctly for you to have success. We have a private customers only Facebook group. We've got an additional training webinar that'll be on I think it's February 5th, where you're going to have some more advanced training on solo ads, and if people can't access that, they can't attend, I'll record that as well, so they'll have access to the recording. They get a live 15-minute phone call with me, so if they have a question on marketing, they can schedule time with me, and this is not a sales pitch or anything. It's just to answer your questions. They've got access to my support desk. They get a transcript of the whole product. So we've got all sorts of different methods for learning in the product. So we basically, anyone who's struggling with solo ads or doesn't know how to have success with building their email list, they're going to have all these different modalities for learning this content, so they have no real excuse. for lack of success with this. We're here to, help people succeed. We're here to show people exactly how we do it, the resources we use, the exact websites we go to, so they know the vendors that we're buying from. And that, so we're just kind of speeding up the learning curve as much as possible for people. I've bought a lot of solos over the years, tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands. I haven't done the whole calculation, but I know the most expensive solo I ever purchased was over 10 grand. So I've spent a lot of money on solo ads. So I've learned a thing or two. I've also got a website called soloaddirectory.com, which kind of introduced solo ads to a lot of marketers, and it's basically a review site of some of the solos I've purchased. So it kind of helps people out there.
Just to recap, first of all, I mean, I've been through this, and I thought the amount of content and the training that you've given, I'm not going to sound cliche, but you have over-delivered, okay, in the sense of, first of all, if anyone knows about an online workshop, okay, these are not generally free, and when you do charge for them, they can command a lot of money because it's a live interactive event. And especially with your time, it's not a case that it's about money, but time is money essentially. Okay, you have to value one's time, and like yourself, if you're creating products that are making you tens of thousands of dollars, or you're having coaching calls with paying clients, then it's understandable. But you've actually added this as an extra on top, only to help accelerate the learning of customers. So you are over delivering in that sense, which I'm sure a lot of people agree. So fantastic. And that is going to be Thursday, the 5th of February, on a Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern, just to clarify as well. And also, I mean, some of the items that you've included, like you said, the video, again, a coaching call that, normally you're charged for $997, that's just, it's a no-brainer, as they say in the industry, a complete no-brainer. That will walk you through, because I've actually gone through it myself, and I thought, this guy's actually, he's giving away a lot. I mean, he's actually showing you the very, if you're just getting into this, to the very, advanced levels where you can actually create. But it is this: if you do this correctly, not only can you understand how to master your own traffic, you can become a solo ad seller as well. And I mean, a lot of people don't understand that. If you can master your own traffic, then imagine just pumping customers to your own offers all day long. All right. If you don't want to do that, imagine pumping customers to any affiliate offers all day long. And some offers are even CPA that can command up to $200 per action. I mean, it's big money involved. If you become a master at this, then you are laughing. That's why you need to know. I mean, with the PowerPoint, you've got the mind map. If people don't know where to start, you've got the checklist there to go through, so it's all systematic. You've got the transcript as well. I mean, the group. But it's this: when I thought, okay, he's put a group as well. You can interact with other customers and clients, and probably you'll be around there. So there's always that aspect of asking questions that, if you don't know, do it in the group, and it's a community that you're always looking to help one another. And then
I'm very active in the group.
Well, there you go then. So ask any questions, he'll be there. So I mean, and here's where it gets interesting, because a lot of people are very reluctant to give away their sources of traffic. All right,
yeah, they are.
and they're very reluctant. But again, like you said, soloaddirectory.com. You've actually put it there. And what I liked is you said like you said, you spent tens of thousands of dollars in traffic and vendors that are doing launches. That's the very least you would spend. I mean, you're spending a lot of money on buying traffic and even investing, so on and so forth. And there's a lot of solo ads that I'm confident that you've spent on, right? Or you've got solo ads that you haven't always got the result, and the vendor of the solo ad has let you down, and you've made a loss. So you're basically showing people which people not to go and invest your money in and not make a loss. So you're saving them. So
I'm saving them quite a bit. I'm not really specifically saying don't buy from this person or buy from these people, but I have shared some of the reviews of people that I've purchased from in the past, and I'm sharing some of the other resources where they can get some more details on the people. I do recommend that people start small. Don't buy a solo ad for $10,000 immediately. Buy the $5, buy the $25 solo ad, buy a $50 solo ad from a vendor. You can start really small and just invest some of your profits from your business, or invest a percentage of your income from your job, and dip your feet into this. It's a lot better to buy some traffic and get people to get on your email list than it is to buy a whole bunch of different products. I see people buying product after product every single day, and they should be focused on building their email list. Take that money that they have and that knowledge that they have, and get people on their email list so they can start promoting affiliate offers, so they can start either selling solos, or maybe they want to have their own products that they can sell. But you got to build that email list, and solo ads is one of the most effective, cheap ways that you can get traffic incredibly fast, and get people to join your list, because the only way people are seeing these emails, seeing your website, is because they're in their inbox. They clicked on an email, they clicked the link on the email, went to your website, signed up to get more information from you, and now they're getting emails from you. So these are people that do check their email, they do read things in their inbox, and they do take action on things. So that's a fantastic thing, because if you're advertising with doing like pay-per-click advertising or even Facebook, you might be advertising to someone who never really checks their email. And so that's kind of a downfall of a lot of the other advertising methods. Now, they're great, and I do make money with those methods too, but you do have to factor that in. Where solo ads, the only way people are going to see that is because they open their emails, and they want more emails. They want to get more stuff and learn more stuff about the topic that you're selling.
I mean, it is very interesting that I mean, even if you were to do your own stuff, not only is it effective, but you retain that list. I mean, you can then market as much as you want, and then with solo ads, not only can you build your list, if you want to go do your ad swaps, if you want to go do some list swaps, click banking, guess what? More methods to then build up and have that snowball effect. But the great thing, like talking about the buying solo ads, that you will tell customers some of your sources, but if anyone's a bit confused, that there's always the opportunity to ask any kind of questions within the group. Another facility that if anyone is in doubt, like, do I want to buy this or not? Like you said, don't start off big. Okay, it's like testing the waters, checking the reviews, seeing what other people are saying, and making an informed decision. Okay, but in business there will always be losses, so expect that everybody gets burnt, but then you don't buy from that person again, and you tell someone else, this guy, you need to stay away. So I mean, you really have over-delivered on that front, honestly.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
No, I'm pretty sure people watching this and when they actually go through this, I mean, normally you'll have like all of the aspects in there. Some of them would be or considered an upsell. They really would. You could easily put that as upsell. As example, the group. You could have that as recurring. Even
I've
the
seen that as an upsell, yes.
So you're literally giving away. I mean, how long would you say for someone to actually get results by implementing what you teach?
Yeah, that's hard to say, because there's so many factors that go into it. They might, maybe they already have a business, maybe they already have a squeeze page set up, maybe they have more money to spend than others do. Um, I think the average person, they could start putting in money, maybe buy a solo ad, spend $25, and they could do that maybe every day or every other day and invest some of their income from their job into building their email list. Now, if their squeeze page is set up well, they're probably going to get subscribers for around $1 per person. So they'll say they spend $25, they'll probably get around 25 subscribers, give or take. I mean, some solos are going to be better than others. Other ones are going to bomb, like we've talked about. But if they follow the plan, they go through and they look for people that have built a reputation, they have answered their questions, they have a list that responds to their type of offers, they're going to have much greater success. Now, let's say they're doing that, maybe they're spending $100 a week, so maybe they're buying like 4 different solos a week. They're probably going to get 100 or so people on their list every week doing that. That's going to really grow their business over the year. They can do other things like ad swaps and click banking that you mentioned earlier to grow it even more. As their business grows, like as they're seeing profits from their business, I think let's say someone's working a job, they should take all their profits from their business and just keep reinvesting it into advertising and keep growing their business. Don't keep buying all sorts of products. Just keep buying advertising and keep growing your business and making that work. And the nice thing now, I'm not an accountant or a tax person or anything, but my understanding is, when you're paying for advertising in your business, you can write it off. So that kind of helps you with your tax bill as well. When your business is making money, you're able to write those things off. Now, it's fantastic when you keep growing your business and when you're spending money on advertising, because a lot of people are afraid to do that. They want to, write an article, or they want to do a YouTube video, and they just want to patiently wait for stuff. I want to see results now. I want to start having people join my list now. And I mean, the nice thing about solo ads, you can buy a solo ad and someone could start sending traffic to you right away. There's very few traffic methods where you can have those kind of results and you can get people on your list immediately, basically. I guess pay-per-click is one other one where you can, if you get your ad approved, you can get traffic really fast. But most methods, you can't get fast traffic. And if you're going to do pay-per-click advertising, you're going to spend a lot more per click. I mean, a lot of solo ads are between 25 to 60 cents per person, per unique person who clicks on it. So that means, let's say the average is 50 cents. Let's say you want to get 100 people to your website, well, you're going to spend $50 on that solo ad to get people to your website. And, some of those people are going to sign up, probably somewhere between 25 and 50%, maybe a little more depending on your squeeze page, are going to sign up. And that's just, kind of a great metric. You're going to know the kind of results you're having. You can have, upsells in place. So if someone joins your list, you can offer them like a one-time offer, or you could even direct them to like a CPA offer and get paid per lead. I've done that before, where I've had people join my list and then immediately I send them to something where they can sign up for someone else's list, but maybe I'm getting, $1, $2, $3 per person who signs up, and a good percentage of them are signing up where I'm, making money. I'm making a profit off that. I've had other things where I've had people join my list and then I redirect them to an affiliate offer that I know converts really well for that specific audience. And I've had things where there's been like recurring stuff. So I've had people sign up for like a $1 trial for like a $97 a month thing. You don't need to have a whole lot of people sign up for that to start making some really good residual income. And it's a wonderful thing.
That's people won't know about, even when it comes to CPA networks, that just to get paid for someone just signing up for a competition, $2 for just someone giving their name and their zip code. It's ridiculous. Yeah. And it's interesting you say that, because I'll tell everyone a little secret, and I don't mind, you can go do this, but we've got a place in the UK called Primark, okay? It's I think it's more majority of females go there, but there was an ad, I found an ad, a CPA advert for Primark to win vouchers. So I thought, this looks interesting. So I created this, I just got something simple like lead pages. I made a little ad saying, hey, win some voucher, put it all in the autoresponder, and it will just direct to the competition. Guess what? Not only was I building my list right, I was getting paid as well on the other side. And then I could use.
Nice.
Then I knew it was a highly targeted list for females, and I could then offer them like handbags, or offers on handbags or anything female related, and it goes so well because I don't know what it is. When it comes to ladies, they'll like, they'll go tell their girlfriends, and they'll tell their friends, and they'll like it, they'll interact, and it was just getting so much exposure, and it started to build itself. Then I could incorporate into Facebook, and so put it as this: there's a lot more, and it'll be interesting. Do you offer coaching when it comes to solo ads?
Not currently. Basically, the only training that I have for sale on this is this course. So I've just extracted it from my home study coaching program, and I'm giving it to people at a major discount. So that's basically what we're doing here. I mean, I get hit up all the time for it. It's just something that I haven't really wanted to do. I'd want to focus more on my own business.
And here's the thing I really want to enforce, and I really want to get this point across, that when it comes to you creating this product around solo ads, the proof here is that you've had numerous WSOs, okay? So you understand traffic generation. So this really is something that everyone's going to grab, because everybody probably wants, WSO of the day or product of the day. So I'm pretty sure this is catering for everyone. Like, you know where the secret sauce is, so to speak.
We just had our 7th WSO of a day in a row the other day. So we've had a lot of successful launches in the past year. It's been a lot of fun.
So you're like, need I say more?
Well, it's all thanks to wonderful customers and partners that have been promoting really hard, and I really appreciate all the support and the loyal following we've been able to build.
I mean, it's fantastic. Obviously, when you do make a post or you've got something going on Facebook, you see there's a lot of interaction, a lot of people interacting. So you're in the community, all right? Yeah.
Well, thank you.
But here's what I want to ask you also in terms of pricing. What are we looking at for this product?
Yeah, we're doing a dime sale, so we're going to go live at on Wednesday, um, January 28th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're doing a dime sale starting at $4.
So did you say $4?
$4.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said
So it's going to
$40. I was
go.
like, $4? Are you
It's
sure?
$4, and it's going to go up in price by a penny per sale. So you'll want to hop
Wow.
on and get on there right away.
So literally, it's something that you don't even need to think about it. Your finger should already be on the old clicker, add to cart.
That's what I think, but yeah, we'll see.
Well, with your previous experience of the seven, the lucky seven, you probably already know. I mean, you also do. I mean, the commissions you're giving actually 100% away for affiliates. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're doing 100% on the front end for all affiliates. So the price is going from $4, and then it's a dime sale. We'll top out at $9.97 on that, and then we have a big funnel where we're doing 50% commissions on all that. But we've got so many different things, um, walking people through. Like the first upsell is a bunch of different newsletters that they can have to build a relationship. If they take that, they have an opportunity to get even more newsletters that build a deeper relationship for a longer period of time. Then we have even more list building training courses that we've partnered up with a few different authors, and we're offering those as well in the package. And further down the line, they get introduced to like a $49 product and a $77 product. We've got a couple $497 products, and then we have a $1,000 course that we've slashed the price down from $2,000 that we're offering as a deal for those that have purchased some of the higher end training in there. So we've got some massive commissions that people can earn from this, and we're really there to help people out and stand by the customers and make sure that they're having success, and that's really what all this is about.
I mean, it also, for affiliates, what you just mentioned, all these upsells. This is the reason why you have had 7 WSOs, because nothing is left out. But it's not a case of just trying to get as much money as possible. It's trying to offer as much value as possible, because all of these upsells actually work in complementing why the main reason why the customers come in the first place, because they are looking for this product right here. They're looking for a solution to run their business, and guess what? That you need traffic to run any business. Without traffic, then, like I said at the start, nothing's running. You might, but it's this. I've seen things right in the past where some you'll have vendors that have a fantastic product, nice clean product. It looks amazing, everything's fine, but guess what? No customers.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them even they have small commissions on it. Nobody's going to promote for you. And then what? No customers, and they don't have their own list.
They spend all the time making the perfect product.
That's the problem. So
But they have no
saying,
relationship.
So take it from me. You've had 7 WSOs. You knows what he's talking about. Hopefully this will be
Thank
the
you.
8th one.
Well, fingers crossed. We're trying to provide as much value as possible.
Okay, so I mean, literally, I think we've really broken down into this. So just to let affiliates know that. Oh, here's another thing. Are you someone that reciprocates?
Definitely, I reciprocate all the time. I'm promoting all sorts of other people. I've got contest prizes that people can win on this. We've got for like some of the bigger affiliates that can send a lot of sales. We have bonus slots. We've got I do interviews all the time with some of my top affiliates. So there's a lot of things that we'll do to make things easy for you to make it so you're making a lot of sales on this.
We will let JVs know that. I'll put your JV link below, so you can go directly to Reed's JV link. But just in terms of all the upsells now, I know we haven't really spoke about them, but I'm looking at them right now on Warrior Plus, and we're talking about products that go all the way up to the 4-figure mark, guys. Okay, we're talking about big money, and it's not a case he's giving you 10% of that. He's actually giving you half of everything, so it's a split. So when you go over there, make sure you're sitting down and you're looking.
And we're doing instant commissions, so you don't have to wait a couple months to get paid. You get paid immediately.
So affiliates that are watching this and thinking, should I, shouldn't I? Okay, we're talking about prices up to $1,000, $497, $49.77, $497. Need I say more? And we're talking about 50%, 100%, so on and so forth. So big money on board, guys. I'll put the
Uh,
JV
we're
link.
also We're also doing email follow-ups for people who purchase, and we're doing retargeting with your links. So we've got a pre-launch in place so people can promote the pre-launch. Everyone gets cookied to you. When I email that pre-launch list, I'm emailing with your affiliate link. When people come to the website and they don't buy, we're promoting with your affiliate link with retargeting on Facebook, so we get them to come back. If they do purchase, we've got email follow-ups in place to walk them through the whole funnel so they buy more products in the funnel. We've got retargeting in place for when they don't buy some of the upsells, they're going to see ads for those upsells with your affiliate link. So we're really here to stand by you and make sure that you make as much money as possible.
Well, I really don't even know what to say. People that are going to be watching say, "What this guy's not only incorporating a follow-up sequence for my own links here, and he'll be sending the swipes. He knows as well what works." So, whether you don't say, for example, an upsell doesn't go, there's not an upsell within the first week. You might get the second week, third week. How good would that feel? Like a big chunk comes through. So not only are you doing that, you're also then doing retargeting via Facebook. Again, Facebook is another great source of retargeting as well and getting traffic. So, I mean, what haven't you left out?
I can't think of anything. I mean, we're really trying to bend over backwards to make this, successful. I'm always open to suggestions to make things, improve things for JV partners. So if you guys think of anything, let me know. But we're really here to stand by you, stand by your customers, help you out as much as possible, help them out as much as possible, and we really look forward to sending you a lot of commissions.
No, it's fantastic. Even the way you come across, nice, humble guy, down to earth. So hopefully everyone sees that. Really nice guy. Reed, you got to
Thank
sort
you.
me out. Got to do a launch. We've got to get this going. So for everyone, Thursday, the 5th of February at 9 p.m. Eastern, New York. That's when it's going to be launching. I mean, put it as this, okay? If you want to be ahead of everyone else, this is the time now you start conditioning your list, start educating them, let them know, get them all prepped up that something big is coming, right? And they need to buy from you. The last thing you want to do is be losing out four-figure commissions, okay? We're talking about big money to be made on this launch. When you go over to the JV page, you'll see that yourself. And you really want to make sure that you actually sign up to every upsell because you're not going to want to miss out on that. But, what would you say for if affiliates want to get kind of a lead on on this launch, right? In terms of what kind of advice would you say? Would you tell them maybe offer some bonuses as an incentive to buy through their link, so on and so forth? What things have you seen in the past that maybe affiliates have used in order to be ahead of everyone else?
Sure. I mean, the best things that I've seen is people promoting the pre-launch and getting people signed up with their affiliate link because I mail that pre-launch. I have an early bird sale that I put on a little bit before we go live, so you get cookied with those sales. That's when people come in at the best possible price. They start in at the $4, so we make a lot of sales right at the beginning, right out the gate usually with that. And then doing interviews. Like an interview like this can do really well. Putting up your own bonuses. In fact, we've got even a bonus package contest. So the person with the best bonus gets an additional $25. It's kind of a thank you gift for coming up with a bonus page. So if you come up with a bonus, let me know, and we'll incorporate that as you might win a prize there as well. We've got other things, so like best earnings per click. So if you're sending right to your buyers list and you're sending them to maybe a bonus page, you might win that best earnings per click bonus as well. That's another $25 that we're putting in for people. So we've got a lot of different things to help people out. Obviously doing the interviews, doing bonuses, anything that you can do to just kind of make yourself stand out. We provide email swipes for you. We help you out as much as possible. Promote that pre-launch because that those people get cookied with you. We've got the banner retargeting in place, so that really helps you out. On Facebook, we launch on the 28th, so January 28th. Is when we launch at 11 a.m. Eastern time. I know it's a little confusing because we have the webinar on the 5th, so some people might be confused with that, but the product launches on the 28th, and so that's you want to start promoting now because it's already the 22nd here. So be sure to start promoting now and get people on board, get them signed up with the early bird list, and that's how you're going to see a lot more sales. That really helps out. Be sure that you promote multiple times. I find when I promote products more than once, I make a lot more sales. So keep that in mind. It's going to be a really close affiliate race, I'm sure, because it always has been. We usually see a bunch of sales the first day and a ton of sales on the last day. So be sure to definitely hit up those 2 days, but if you want to have an advantage in the contest, promote every single day, because that's going to get people much more interested in it. It's also going to get people all cookied with your links. And since I'm doing the retargeting, there might be people that couldn't buy that particular day or at that particular time, but they see the ad later on Facebook and they're like, oh, I want to get that, and you still get cookied with the sale.
Very important point as well, that the reality is, even sometimes with affiliates, that you will have the same customers in your list, okay? So you need to make sure that your email is seen before anyone else's. And in terms of mailing, I mean, sometimes people have this thing of, they don't want to mail their list too much, which is understandable, but like I mail like 2-3 times to my list. You mail as much as you want. If people do come off your list, guess what? They're not the ones you want then. But you'll always keep refreshing by buying solo ads. Now, imagine this: by mailing at least maybe once or twice in the morning or twice in the afternoon or evening, at least your email is then seen, because these people, if they're signing up to different products all the time, they're always going to be seeing promotions. So your email might have dropped down and they've missed it. But again, it comes back to, obviously, Reed, you're going to have people cookied in. You want, basically, by sending the email, you want to get that call to action. You want someone to click and your cookie to be dropped. That's one of the main things, okay? And then the retargeting will take effect. And guess what? When launch day comes and the early bird kicks in, guess who's making the sale? You, because you actually took the necessary action right now in good time, not leaving it until the last minute, and securing the sales. And especially with the upsells in place, it's money that you don't want to leave on the table. And that's a fact.
Yeah, all you have to do is request one affiliate link, and you get cookied for everything in the whole funnel. So we take care of everything for you. We've got the retargeting in place for all the products. So we pretty much make it a no-brainer for you. We make it really simple, really easy for you to make a lot of sales with this.
I mean, there's nothing really left out. And I mean, if you need any kind of, if you need to, I guess if you need any help, or you've got any pressing questions that you can't answer yourself, or you need help with, then I'm sure you can reach out to Reed and let him know. Reed, have you got your access or contact on your JV page, right?
I believe that's all on there. I'm pretty sure it is. If not, I will double check and get that on there. But yeah, my cell phone number, Skype, email, and stuff should all be on there.
Excellent.
Pretty sure it is.
And I always say to people, just send as many messages as you want. I'm only joking.
Well, I mean, you could definitely, if you're worried about mailing your list too often, send something in the morning, and then you could send the same email out to those who didn't open or didn't click later in the day. And so there's ways to do that with Aweber and GetResponse, where you can go, oh, I want to send it out to those that didn't open that email or those who didn't click on the email, and you're going to get more clicks that way. You're going to really increase your revenue. When I do that, I usually double my affiliate commissions doing that. So it's a fantastic way to make a lot more sales.
And another way, just to add, if anyone wants to do it, just if you're sending an email, send the one email and then wait a few minutes and then change the subject line, okay? Because some people might not open because of that subject line, and then a few minutes later you can do so again, and that it really works, okay? So I'm not going to charge for that. You can have that for free, but at the end of the day, it's something that your list is definitely going to love you for it, and they're going to see tremendous value. Especially Reed is not someone that's just new on the block. He's been here for a long time, so it's highly likely people already know of him, and they're already going to want to buy from him. So you're just giving the customer what they want in terms of this product, and it's going to help them in terms of not only starting, if they want to have a business online in terms of solo ads, but if they have an existing business, this is going to help them drive traffic to their business, where a lot of people struggle in. And knowing with Reed's background, this is something he obviously knows, and the proof or the credentials he has. Look, the guy's had already 7 WSOs, and people think, I do these interviews, have my affiliate links, but I haven't got affiliate link. I'm going to be putting Reed's JV link down. So it's all about giving value back to the community and showing you what is actually working out there. So hopefully you guys appreciate that, the hard work I do.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
No, that's fine. I mean, this is the beautiful thing about the IM industry, right? It's about if you offer value to people and there's no strings attached, then you build friendships, okay, long-lasting friendships. And unfortunately, some people do have the mindset, and it's not their fault that what's in it for me. And people are very dubious nowadays, and they'll catch on very quickly, and they'll tell their friend, and then it spreads out, and so on and so forth. So it's all about always offer people value and try to help out, and don't it's not what's in it for me. Let me see how I can help this person, and once they get results, they're gonna Reed is now gonna be my best friend for many years to come.
Definitely. I think we'll do a lot of stuff together.
No, but I think it's been a complete pleasure, Reed, to have you on. I know I've seen you around. You're a busy guy, busy making the money, doing the launches, which is understandable. But it's a great way just to reach out and get you on. And now everyone can, if anyone doesn't know Reed, now they do. Seems like a really humble and down to earth guy. So it's been an absolute pleasure. I mean, Reed, do you want to let the audience and let potential JV partners know anything? Have we missed out anything?
I'll just quickly recap. I mean, we've got quite the pride coming out. It's all about solo ads, all about building an email list. It launches on Wednesday, January 28th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You get 100% commissions on the front end. We've got a huge funnel in there where you get 50% on everything else. We've got retargeting. We've got email follow-ups. We're really here to stand by your customers. They're getting a complete course from it's actually a module from one of my home study courses that I train. It's all about the solo ads. So they get the videos, they get the PDFs, they get the checklists, the transcripts, mind maps, all sorts of different things in there. They get the one-on-one call, they get the advanced webinar like a week later. So there's a lot of cool stuff that they're getting. That get that Facebook group. I mean, we've really included everything you can really think of for a product like this. You get the resources that I go to for solos that I like to buy from. You get all this included at such a low price. I mean, it's such a no-brainer, if you will, I think, for anyone who's thinking about building an email list, or anyone who's ever struggled with solo ads, to know how I do it, because I've been one of the top solo ad buyers in the industry. I buy a ton of solos, so they're really learning from. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but I'd say most people would consider me an expert on solo ads, and so it's really nice to be able to share my secrets and how I've been successful with them to minimize people's risks and maximize their success with solos, so they can start living the life of their dreams, so they can start being with their family, doing things with their friends, living a lifestyle that they're wanting, and internet marketing is that vehicle. So join us. It's Wednesday, January 28th. I want to send you a lot of commissions.
And you know what? Having Reed said that, again, a lot of products that affiliates do go and promote, I mean, they demand maybe, front end might be $4, but the upsells are like $10 to $17 within that range, and that's it. Okay, affiliates really want to get not only the best value for their customer and their list, but they want to make a lot of money in terms of commissions, and this actually delivers that. And just to reinforce what Reed was saying in terms of, look, he's actually going to be not only applying cookies to your emails, right, but retargeting. So this guy's going to make sure that you get a lot of money, right? He's going to make sure that those EPCs are high, but you got money in your pocket that you. This is the reason people keep coming back and promoting. And again, it reinforces why you've had 7 WSOs. And you know what? By all means, toot your horn as much as you want, because you're humble guy, down to earth, but you get people results and you get customers results. So, I'll let you toot your horn, no problem.
Well, thank you. You're too kind.
No, I mean, you know what? We've literally covered everything. Just to let everyone know, again, it's going to be the 28th of January at 10 a.m. US Central Time. So you need to head over. I'll put the link below this video. You can go over to the JV page. Make sure you get approved for it. Reed will be there clicking away. Not a problem. And then just make sure, look, this is the time now. If you want you have to let your list know. You've got to do it right now. Let them know exactly what's to be expected. Something huge is coming, and they're going to want to jump on this. So don't let your customers down by not promoting this. That's all I really could say. Don't let them down. Don't do it for yourself. Do it for your customers. But I mean, it's been a pleasure then. Have you got any closing words then, Reed? And then I'll finish it off.
This has been awesome, Ali. Basically, sign up, get on board to promote. You know your customers want this. This is one of the top strategies people want. I do phone calls with customers all the time. Some of the most common things that people are having trouble with is how to get traffic and how to build an email list. And this solves two of the most popular questions that we have online. So I know this is going to be a killer product. I know it's going to make you a lot of money. I know it's going to help your customers. So just come on board, because this is what they want. This is what they're asking for. I get emails daily from people saying, hey, do you have a product on solos? Can you teach me how to do solo ads? And so I've begrudgingly decided to release this information. I wasn't planning on it. This was something that I was planning on holding back for just my high-end students. But I figured, everyone's been liking, excerpts from this course. Why not just give out more and keep training people, keep helping people, keep working them down the line so they can have success? And now we're getting to the really exciting parts. The other products that we've had that have been WSO of the day, they've been interesting. But this is actually one that I think is a lot more exciting, because we're starting to talk about the ways where people can actually start making real money and where they can start getting a lot of traffic. And with solo ads, I mean, the sky is the limit. You can just keep reinvesting your profits and have more and more success. And so I'm just here to really, help people shed that light on them and, make you a lot of money and make them a lot of money.
I mean, I just had the thought as well, just knowing that. Could you imagine for the affiliates, knowing the feeling that not only have they provided value to their customers, and their customers will give them raving, or their customers will be really pleased and give them feedback saying, thank you, that was probably the best product you gave me. Or even, I've got a feeling, right, that even the affiliates themselves will probably want to get hold of this. So
I could see that being the case too.
not only would they be promoting or getting traffic for building their own list for their own products, but they'll be obviously making money doing it as well. So I mean, again, it applies to everyone. And if anyone's online, then you obviously need to understand how to do traffic generation. I'm excited for this launch, and I'm going to be really looking forward to see that that WSO of the day.
Well, fingers crossed. I hope we continue the streak. I mean, it can only happen from partners like you and from wonderful customers that keep coming back. So here's to hopefully more success, and I want to make sure that everyone makes a lot of money from this.
I mean, Reed, you have been an absolute pleasure, and some of the golden nuggets and some of the stuff that has come out, you can't put a price on it, honestly, people. You can't put a price on it.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
I mean, apart from that, then, everyone, that's been Reed Floren, and I've been Ali Chowdhry. And remember, I tried to bring you some really good, behind-the-scenes information about launches, about getting the bars, letting affiliates know exactly what's going on, doing the interviews with vendors like Reed, and really trying to get to the root of the product. So again, it just gives you trust to know what you're promoting, okay? And I know with a lot of vendors or affiliates, nowadays, they're more cautious about what they promote. So they really want to know who's the vendor and what is the product itself, and have you got upsells? What kind of work? How are you helping out? So, hopefully, we're addressing this necessity, you could say, to find out exactly what's going on in the market. But if you're not subscribed to this amazing YouTube channel, you need to make sure you go right now. The link will be somewhere on this page. Go subscribe, leave a comment if you like this video. If you didn't, put a comment. I don't mind. It works. But apart from that, I'm going to look forward to the next one. Obviously, you'll keep up to date on all the latest launches. But apart from that, I've been Ali Chowdhry, your host and your presenter, and that has been Reed. Fantastic, Reed. Absolute pleasure.
Thanks for having me, Ali. It was a wonderful time. This was a lot of fun.
Excellent. We've got to do it again sometime.
Definitely. That'd be great.
Let me play. Let me try to play some out. Let me see. Been a pleasure. Been a pleasure. See ya.